Here, hold on. Alrighty. Apparently, our audio is going to be very slow. Going to be very delayed from our video. I was trying to play the intro video at the beginning of the show, as I usually do, but this laptop just is not having it. So, obviously, you can see we're in our home. And the good news is once I get my desktop here, it will be much smoother. It'll work correctly. The big surprise that I had mentioned on the Facebook page is that we now have Jen joining us. And she will be a regular fixture on the news from here on out. And, well, Jen, is there anything you would like to say?
Not really.
Things. She has a lot of good thoughts. We don't always agree perfectly on everything, and I think that's a good part of it. She also offers a much softer side of humor. And at times a little bit more of a harder side. And I think it's going to be a really good combination. And I don't have a whole lot of news. I haven't been able to keep up with the news because we didn't have internet. And so it's been really, really hit or miss as far as any news that I could keep up on. I know the video is really jerky and whatnot, and please pardon that. We are using bare bones equipment here. We have a laptop that I think the dinosaurs used at one time, and that's what I'm broadcasting with, is this laptop. However, again, my desktop, hopefully I can get it here sometime soon. And then hopefully I can do better as far as that's concerned. We have to get some headsets and whatnot. But the good news is we will be back. I will figure this issue out for tomorrow night's news show. So at least it will be somewhat seamless. At least a little more seamless than it is right now. I'll probably use a different program tomorrow night for tomorrow night's show. There's a program called Minicam. And it doesn't offer me the same options that my software does, but it's not quite so taxing on the computer. So I'll set up Minicam and get it ready to go, and we'll probably be able to have a better show tomorrow night. I have more time to prepare and whatnot. But anyway, I haven't been able to keep up on the news. Been a lot going on in the past few weeks. Certain events have led up to me and Jen getting our own place, and I think she's happy about that. Maybe not, but I really, like I say, I haven't been able to keep up on news. I catch things as I can. I know things are getting pretty serious over in Syria. I know that our mainstream media is not really covering it, not doing it any justice. It's something that we really need to keep an eye on over there. It's a proxy war, by all means. Russia From the news that I have gathered, Russia has really been taking out ISIS in a big way. They've been taking out their armament, their weapons storage, and everything else. And it seems as if the United States is just resupplying them again. So we'll see what happens out of that. I would say to keep a close eye on it. Damascus is something that is very important to watch from a biblical standpoint. Going in and out. Again, this software is totally taxing. I mean, I'm showing the CPU at 100%, and it doesn't come off of there. Wow, it's just been crazy. We just got internet on today. So again, I haven't been able to keep up so much with news. I haven't been able to bring you news. We had a period of time to where we had to stay in temporary settings, and so we just weren't able to do a lot. I had thought possibly my computer was broken again, and apparently it's not, so that's a good thing. There's kind of so much that needs to be said, and at the same time, don't know what to say. I will add this, and I don't want to come off as, and I'm not begging for money. But if somebody's got an extra few bucks, you can donate it to PayPal. If you go to the Watchman News, there's a PayPal link. You can click that. The reason I say that is because we need to get a couple headsets. It would be nice if we had a regular webcam. Right now we're using an old Android phone, using it as what they call an IP camera, and porting it over the for the audio, we're doing the same with Jim's current phone. So there's probably a big delay in that. Again, I know the quality of this is super, super poor, but I did make an announcement on Facebook that there would be a news show tonight, and I at least wanted to pop on. I said there would be a big surprise, and I want to, which is Jennifer. And she's very tired today, so she's wiped out. She wanted to get home and eat, sleep, and she got home and ate and got to listen to me cuss at electronic devices, trying to get them working at least to be able to do this much. Neither one, well, I'm not. She looks nice. I'm dressed in jogging pants and but hey, that's the other thing. When I'm able to get my belongings out, you'll be able to see me in a suit, because I do plan on broadcasting in a suit. Wow, we got some amazing things to come your way. That I promise you. I had dropped the ball myself because of my anxiety, my PTSD that I've spoke on a couple of times. And I think now I'm going to be able to get a good handle on that. And instead of sitting at home worrying about everything, maybe I can sit at home and designate a fair amount of time into this. We've also talked about getting a web page started with Watchman News. And I do want to get on that as soon as I can. That way we'll have multiple ways people can view the show. You can go straight to the web page. And we've also discussed, and again, I'm not going to make this all of it. This isn't about money. This is about bringing you news. This is about bringing information. But I'm also going to open up an Amazon web store. And I figure, I hate asking for donations. And again, this isn't going to be turned into a sales thing, because I can't stand. I'm starting to really not be able to watch Hagman and Hagman. Because they're constantly wanting to sell people things, and that's not what it's about. It's not about It's not about selling. But there's different items that I would really like to be able to show and offer. You know, one of them being, I just grabbed a couple of my purse. I don't have a lot of stuff, and I really don't have a lot of stuff here. I've got stuff strewn all over the state. But anyway, life straw, that was one of the things I figured I'd bring. You know, I do plan on having live straws in the web store. And these are invaluable. These are really a good thing. Having your bug out bag or in a drawer, or, you know, this right here is the difference between life and death within the first few days. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is not really show and tell or anything, but I picked up this. Hell, I've had it for what, 3 weeks or a month or something like that. It's a Baofeng, and I'm probably not saying the brand right, but it's a Baofeng UV-5R Plus radio. Now this thing will allow you to transmit on frequencies you really don't want to transmit on, because you'll get in a lot of trouble. Myself and Jen are in somewhat the process, at the very, very, very beginning process of getting our technician's license for ham radio. So I will stress that if you do not have a license for ham radio and you purchase one of these radios, do not transmit on it. This is, from what I can tell, a pretty solid little radio for $32 or $33. I mean, that's cheap. It has a very broad range of frequencies, and again, some frequencies that you don't want to transmit on, even if you are licensed. Because like you can get on the police and whatnot, not only to receive, but as well to transmit. And another little issue with these things is you can get on the FRS radio service frequencies with these, but by FCC law, it would be illegal to transmit over those frequencies because this puts out too much power. It's not 5 watts, it's 4 watts. A lot of people say these are 5 watts, they're not, they're 4 watts. I have successfully hit local repeaters on both 2 meter and 70 centimeter bands. I have hit local repeaters. They seem to be solid little radios. They're solid built. They seem to work very, very well. And it would be a good starter radio, I think, for somebody that's wanting to get into ham or wanting to have something around for emergency. So I do plan on offering these on the Amazon web store as well. I would like to bring survival prepping type of things to the Amazon web store. I'm not going to just flood it full of junk. It's going to have very useful items and items that I can personally attest for it. So, I mean, that's kind of the idea. I'm probably not going to make a fortune with anything. I'm not trying to make a fortune this way. I'm trying to be able to build and culminate something very, very good out of all this. In the Amazon store and have just my own stock and my own store and all that. But you have to crawl before you walk. And I moved in. We're both usually very happy people about it when we're not so tired. Jen's usually a little more talkative. At least I hope. No, I'm just picking on her. She is beat. She is ready for bed. And I don't blame her. She's had a long day at work. Yes. But I think you're going to see some pretty amazing things come from this. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And I can't wait to really get started on a better life in many ways, not only with the news, but just our lives in general. But tomorrow, I will have Minicam installed. I will work as many of the bugs out as I can so that I can bring you a decent news show, or at least better. I'll have stuff ready or a little more organized. As far as the audio, I'm going to have to listen back to this to see how our voices came out. As far as the audio, I'm a little bit limited on that, on what I can do with that at this moment, without having headsets or anything like that. But we will get there. And again, feel free. I'm not begging. I'm really trying not to even ask, but $8, go to PayPal, throw a bone our way, and maybe we can start getting a little bit of equipment. We're, needless to say, we're very limited on what we can do with funds right now. Most of you probably know, moving into a new place and whatnot. And we really had nothing. She had a bed and a dresser and some clothes, and pretty much covered it right there. Myself, I've got clothes, my desktop computer, which isn't even here yet, but we do have a very nice home, and that's what's important. We got food in our bellies, we got a roof over our head, and we'll build this from there. We're not gonna try to build some Joel Osteen church and mansion or anything. I'm getting the weirdest look. But we're going to do good. We're really going to do good. That's pretty much what I've got. I mean, I've kind of drug this out. I would have liked to have done an hour show, but with all the issues I'm having trying just to run this, it probably will bore you to death. And I don't have any really good news set up. Again, tomorrow I will do my homework. I will get sub-square a little way better, a little something. I can't even speak, so things will get squared away better. It will be more better, I promise.
You did not just say more better.
What?
Who taught you how to spoke? More better.
More better. That's right. It will be better more. One of the two.
Good, greatest. Look it up.
Yeah, that's right. The goodest.
Or is that
by the time we get done, we will have the goodest show on the air. We will. By the way, Jen is like a grammar Nazi. She's a power Nazi too, right? Check this out. Right? I'm like, not even shaved. You know why? Because she allows me 2 minutes, one.
I have not said anything about a time limit.
I don't even have an
unplug your stuff.
After we get done with this, we got all the lights on because, of course, we don't have professional lighting or nothing. We're lucky to have a table light over there. Yeah, as soon as this broadcast is on my butt about turning all the lights off, No, Jen is an awesome person. She's the one, by the way, that deals with any money coming in, and just as much as she's a grammar Nazi and a power Nazi, she's a money Nazi. And and by the way, I don't mean to offend anybody. But no, she's an awesome person. She's got her head on straight, and I think she will do very well, not only with the news as far as the show is concerned, but also handling every end of it to the administration. I think she'll do a really good job. She's a wonderful person. She really is.
I'm gonna go throw up in my mouth.
It's been a very hectic few weeks, but at the same time, it's been a pleasure. And how could you not? How could you not love this woman? But anyway,
move on.
So anyway, that's what I have for you. I'm sure you've got a lot you'd like to add, right?
No.
She will free up. She that's how it is. I keep telling her about my first show. She needs to watch it sometime. But
Well, I already told you I don't like being the center of attention.
You're not the center of attention. You're kind of off to the right on the camera there. See? You're not the center of the table. So let's let the table do the show.
Why do I tolerate you?
Because if the zombie apocalypse comes, I know what to do. Is that the reason why?
No.
All right. Well, that pretty much covers it. I know it was like a real lame show, but you know, gotta get better. Gotta get my equipment back. This, yeah. It works in a pinch, but you know, the dinosaurs had to give it up. So, anyway, that's all I have.
What Fred Flintstone called. Oh my God,
she's beat tired. All right, with that, we will give it a close, and God bless you all. Be one with your spirit, and we will be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, I'll have things running a lot better. So, I mean, there's even a huge delay. I gotta wait to hear it end. So it's kind of crazy. But anyway, that's what I've got for you. Y'all have a good night.